Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
What up, what up? This is Sight Beyond Sight. It's another episode, long overdue. Today, we got a lot to talk about. We got Miss Marvel, Thor, Obi Wan, and Stranger Things. I guess we'll start off with Miss Marvel because I feel like that's the least attractive out of all of us. Like, we only talked about episode 1, and so I think it's 5 now, right? Episode 5 we're on?
Yeah, up to 5.
So, quick thing, basically, episode 2 to 5, she meets a new kid and finds out a little bit about her past. She trains for like half an episode. Finds out that some people she was related to called the Clandestine, which is a very low-key group in comic books, which when I heard it, I was like, they're really going with that, but they're totally different from the comic books, obviously. And they're from another dimension, apparently. And then she goes to India because that old lady that she was talking to says, hey, did you see that vision? So come over here. So she goes over there. She convinces her mom to take her over there. Goes back in time, figures out that she saved the old lady, which is, I guess, her grandmother. And she learns a little bit more about her past. And really, there's not a lot. Like, there's comic book references, like the... she meets that kid with the red mask. That's in the comic books. He doesn't have any powers. He's from the like Red Daggers or something like that. But realistically, from episode 2 to 5, nothing is happening. Like nothing at all. There's hardly any action scenes.
Yeah.
And they really don't show her powers. I feel like it's more about her culture. And I feel like they're taking too much time with her, like her origin story, basically. Like they're still fleshing it out. Like, what is she? Like, just do it in one episode. But they're taking a while. And yeah, I think I agree with you. Where it kind of like I think it's just meant for little girls. Like that's all it is.
Like it's meant for teens, like pre-teens, teens, like because they relate to that whole story aspect, like because that's pretty much what that whole story is. It's just that teenage girl, ish, and all of that. Like it's different from when you look at like a Spider-Man story, how they did it, like any other younger character. Like this one feels like I'm watching like Boy Meets World type shit, but like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy. But I mean, it has its little points, but I don't know. I think too part of it that kills me is that I wanted her powers to at least be more accurate. Yeah. And like I'm still trying to get used to the new things and shit.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I wish they did more of that too. Because I understand they're not going to do the Inhuman storyline with her. But that clandestine shit, I was just like, doesn't make any like it. I guess because nobody knows about it, so they understand like no one's gonna care because no one really cares about that. But at the same time, it was just like I don't know. Like I'm tired of listening to this past, and it's weird to me because now it's like, can she time travel? So she went into the past. Can she time travel now? Like how all these fucking characters are gonna be?
Exactly, because I thought that same shit. I was like, so she's time traveling, then they're gonna have America Chavez jumping through multiverses. They're just gonna be like, nigga, you can't win wherever you at. Like, exactly. That's how they're just gonna talk to the villains. Like, yo, I'll beat you up in this universe. I will pop up at this timeline. What do you want?
Like, that's fucking crazy.
It would be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. They gotta dumb it down a little bit, but I don't know what they're trying to do. Is it supposed to be 6 or 8 episodes? Or 9?
I think it's 6 or 7, something like that. Like it's like a weird number.
Okay, so we got 1 or 2 more episodes, and nothing happened. Nothing at all.
Yeah, I'm more waiting for hopefully what's that, like when Endure comes out, shit. Because I'm hoping I think that's next, like
The
as a
which one?
show to watch on Disney. The Endure
Oh,
shit for
Endor.
the Star Wars, yeah,
Endor, yeah.
Endure, whatever it's called, yeah. Because that shit, like, because right now I'm pretty much like I'm watching it just to watch it, but I don't have like I don't even know what a villain is or what. Like I need something crazy to happen in the next episode to get me to start looking at the TV again and not just have
Yeah,
the shit on and look. Yeah,
I agree with
like
you.
I
You
just be like,
know,
oh
if
yeah,
it's, I don't know, they need to do something, spice it up. Because I think at first I was like, okay, like the first episode, I kind of was just like, okay, that's a cool little start. Or, I thought it was going to be more like a Spider-Man esque. You're going to see her in school, but having to deal with like being a kid, but it was just like it's all car. It's a little bit cartoony. There you go. That's a good word for it. It's like
okay,
cartoony without the action.
yeah.
Because it's
But
like,
I mean, they went full Disney on this one.
yeah, because there's like a lot of dancing and
Yeah,
cultural
this
stuff.
is
I don't know.
full Disney. I guess maybe they took advantage of that. Fuck it, we could do it. We could do it. Like they
Yeah.
have no other characters that they could do this with right now, so they might as well do it with the one that they could.
But you know what's upsetting is
Shit.
like it's coming off of Moon Knight, which I thought was so good.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
enjoyed.
like,
Yeah, I think that's what I'm telling you. That's what makes it so hard because like I really enjoyed Moonlight. Like I
yeah,
could rewatch those because it's just it's short, but it's good. Like
yeah,
within the short episodes and shit. So it's like then you jump into this and it's like yay happy, and I'm like, nah, I
yeah,
want to be like broody and beating up people. Like yeah,
yeah,
blood violence. I just watched Doctor Strange. Blood violence. Then you got this little girl running around all happy. And I was like, damn, like Marvel, you fucked up the mood.
yeah.
Like,
You're taking it in the wrong direction, Marvel.
yeah, like we were getting dark and emotional throughout everything. Even Spider Man was going through his shit.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, speaking about Marvel, we'll move on to Thor because it came out today.
yeah.
And let me get
Maybe
your
some of
thoughts
my
on
excitement.
it.
Nah, honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like it was it wasn't crazy good. Like I like Doctor Strange more, to
Yeah.
be honest. But I thought it was cool. I think what helped it a little bit was because the chairs moved and I was getting like
Oh,
water
you
shot
got
at
it.
me and
Yeah,
air
tell me
shot at
about
me.
that experience. You went to that
That's
crane.
pretty much what it was. It scared the shit out of me when it first happened. Cause like I was talking to myself watching the trailers like for Avatar. So I was like, wait, when do the chairs move? I was like, we don't even have seat, but like how does this shit work? Like they just told me to go in the theater and sit down. And it's like a roller coaster type seat, like a regular chair, but you know how the bar on the bottom that you could like rest
Oh
your feet
shit.
on. So I was like, yo, what the hell? Like nobody's no instructions. So you just sitting there, and then like something happens in the trailer, and then the chair just said, "Woof." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like me and the guy, like there was a guy beside me, and he was even like, "Oh shit!" Like it caught us off guard. But then after a while, you start getting used to it. Like it moves, but it's not like hard
Oh yeah,
moving. Like
yeah,
maybe better movie theaters where you can move more. But
yeah,
that one, it moved around. It was cool. Like don't get me wrong, like it had its cool parts. It would have probably been better for other movies. This
yeah,
movie didn't have a lot of good shit for it.
yeah,
But I thought it was alright. Like it'd be worth it for another thing, and if I didn't have to wear glasses over glasses. But I
yeah.
will say the 4D works way better than 3D because I can actually tell the difference. I
Okay.
was able to actually see like a little bit more of it coming out, like
Yeah.
for certain scenes in the movie. Like just all right, just along the beginning when he becomes like the
Sure.
butcher, or whatever, when he gets the
Yeah.
sword, like that whole scene where he's talking to the god and everything was actually dope as fuck to watch with the glasses and shit. Like, because
Yeah.
it just looked cool the way they looked and shit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta try. I gotta see if there's a theater like that here.
hmm Nah,
Yeah,
but it's definitely worth trying. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta try it out. But I thought the same with the movie. It was like okay. It wasn't. I think Ragnarok was better for a
Yeah.
Thor movie. But I feel like they missed an opportunity with this character. Like if you're gonna show him in the beginning, I would have rather you like time lapsed what he was. So his whole
Okay.
alien race were super religious, and they believed in gods. And then like you should have done a
It
time
would have
lapse.
made it
Like,
more understandable. Yeah.
yeah, and you would have felt for the
Mhm.
character like he has a wife and kids instead of just a kid that's already half dead. You don't know
Mhm.
anything about her or him, so it was just like you should have done it like a little time lapse. They got a family, they're religious. the gods are not coming to them, and then something happens, and then the god did what he did in the movie. And then you got the Necrosword that's attached to a character called Null that's attached to Venom. But I don't think they're ever going to do the Null character. But no, like I thought they missed an opportunity with that. I think they focused way too much on the relationship with the girl Thor. I was just like, I understand because that concept is kind of cool. Like, she was like, having cancer, and then she gets the hammer and becomes Thor, but the hammer's killing her and all that shit. Like, I thought that was a cool concept, but it was too much time on there. And I think my other only critique is like, you're making Thor like retarded. Like, it's almost like he's not, like, he's way over the funny. He's not logical anymore.
But that's the thing that's like a back and forth, because like I was talking to a kid I worked with about this, kind of like we were talking about the Thor movies and how they started and how they're where they are now, and it was like it's a give and take. Like, you can't really win with him because the first two movies he was boring, slow, like he was not interesting, and then he becomes fun and funny, and now it's like, damn, now he's more like Surfer. Kind of like
Like
he's
that,
like a jock / surfer. Yeah, like it's weird.
like he's just like a dummy. And I was just like, damn, like, because I was thinking the same thing. I don't want it to revert back to like Thor 1, but just a little in between, because I felt like even in the Avenger movies, like say Age of Ultron, he was joking and stuff, but then when he got serious, he got serious. He was about to mess up, Tony Stark and all that stuff. So, and even in Endgame, he was kind of funny because of the whole time because of the fat Thor.
Yeah, he's fat Thor.
But it was just like, all right, that's understandable. I don't know. I think they went too much with him. But like I said, I thought the movie was okay. I was laughing at the Zeus because I was like, so instead of him being a badass god, he's just like a little, like a little.
Yeah, that shit was fucking weak. Like, that whole Zeus shit had me dead. I was like, they really just doing this guy like that, like.
And they said orgy twice. I was like, wow, Disney getting a little.
Do you want to get kicked out the orgy? I was like, oh, nah, that definitely caught me too. I was like, all right, they going there.
And the god with the head and the feet, he said, shut up. He was talking about the orgy. Like, the movie was funny. A lot of parts were.
Nah, it had a lot of good funny parts. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. It was a good movie. It's just like, I think the Jane part was a little bit like just too much, because it was like, damn, they just threw cancer on her, and then like, all of this shit. So it was like, it is what it is. But I think, like, all right, well, one, I'm gonna just start. Obviously, my favorite part was the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie, and pretty much, because I got to see Eternity, then I got to see Eternity.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna like that, because once I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, it's really him!" Like, I was just like, "Holy shit!" I wish he talked, but I was like, "They actually did it." All right, I'm proud. That's one thing I'll give Marvel, and then the statues.
It was perfect, like the way he just looked in the little like water heaven thingy that they had there. I was like, perfect. That should look dope.
I just what I'm hoping for, because if you notice the statues, they were. There was Infinity, Eon, Death, Living Tribunal, and the Watcher. Now,
I know.
What if they represent each Infinity Stone?
That'd be crazy.
Because there's 6 of them, right? Yeah. So I'm just like, what if they're like the total gods, like, the head, the gods more bigger than the other gods, like the Zeus characters and shit. And what if they hold like the Infinity Stones and all that, or made them? I don't know. That'd be cool. But
that would be interesting. I mean, they could do that. Like, that's one of I was thinking about it. Like, sometimes I feel like they need to do like a movie where they can extend a villain a little bit longer than one movie. Just like how Loki is. Like, Loki was a good extension. Like, he wasn't over the top of everything, but he was a good little extra. I think they need to kind of do that again, like some like mid.
Yeah, because
Like,
Loki's the
yeah,
only one that they did that way, right?
yeah, that he was able to jump around and he could be a bad guy in almost anything if you wanted him to be. Then he did good guy shit, but he
Yeah,
was able to stay. It stood balanced. Like it gave it more like you got to connect with the villain a little bit more and know the villain.
yeah.
You know.
That's what Marvel is horrible at with these Marvel movies. Because if you're
Yeah.
gonna make him like a redemption character, because I think what happened with Gore in the comic books was, I don't know if it was a time thing, but I think he ends up killing someone's mother. Um, and everyone started. Well, I think a lot of people started believing in Gore because he ends up getting like, oh god damn it, why? Like he can't die, and he's super powerful with that sword and everything. So everyone treats him like a god, and then he ends up killing someone, and he becomes like, and then I guess a little kid alien was just like, "You're just like the rest of them." So he becomes the god of what's the word? I can't think of it. He becomes a god himself, but it was kind of like one of those weird stories. Like he became something he hated. So,
Okay.
but I feel like he could have, that character could have been really, really cool. And the fact that you could have done so much more with him in a pantheon of gods instead of like these little kids and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should have done more with that. But it was
Yeah.
a good movie. I wouldn't watch it again in theaters for definitely not. But
Nah, it's not worth it. Like I watched it once in the theater. I got my experience. It was cool, but I'm trying to see like yeah, because there's really not much. Like it was just a fun movie for its parts, and then it just didn't have like a story connection. I just felt like it was just something fun to watch.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
true.
couldn't like no emotional connection. Like even though I know they were trying to do it with the girlfriend shit, but I can't get emotionally connected to a person that hasn't been in the movies in almost like a decade.
Yeah, I think
Like that's what
yeah,
it
something
feels
like
like.
that. It's been like
You know,
9 years and whatever days.
yeah, it's like all right, cool. Like you was in the first Thor and then the second Thor, and then you just disappeared, and I don't
Yeah.
really have a reason. Like at least freaking like Gwyneth Paltrow popped back up, and right, that's her name. Gwyneth Paltrow was the one in
Oh,
Endgame. At least she popped up in Endgame and got a pop and shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true. Meg
mm,
Gwyneth Paltrow was in Endgame throughout the movie
was she in the
because she was
beginning of the
in.
movie?
Yeah, because she was at the cabin,
Oh yeah. She was in the
and
beginning.
and
I'm
then she
trying to
was in
remember
the
it.
Infinity Gauntlet too in the
But
very
yeah, so
beginning.
see, like, but they had her in, like, they just threw her in there, and they were just like cancer.
Yeah,
Now she's Thor, and I was like,
so
what the
bad.
hell? Like I was like, this is the most confusing, quick shit ever. Like that was the quickest turn ever. But it
Uh,
is what it is.
and I guess they threw a little shot at The Rock, but
Yeah,
when
the way.
Korg, yeah, Korg was a gay relationship. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, they keep doing this shit
nah.
with Disney.
I was kind of mad that they killed Gorg for a second. I was like, damn, man, I kind of like that. It was my
I
guy.
know, me too. I was like, oh, don't kill him. But that would have been a good emotional, like, okay, it's gonna get serious now. But it,
Yeah,
it didn't. I was
yeah, because
really
he just
hoping.
kept talking.
Um, well, this is gonna be a spoiler thing. So there's two end credit scenes. One is with something I figured if you have Zeus, you're gonna have this character, but I wish they put him
Mm,
in the movie. Um,
all right.
so Zeus didn't die, obviously, and
Zeus.
he's talking to Hercules to be like, "All right, you got to go mess him up. You know, you got to go fight him."
But
So
it's
they
still
got,
funny because like the guy was playing Hercules. I was like, I kind of pictured Hercules looking a little different, but I'll just let it rock.
yeah, like you needed somebody a little bit more giant. But
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, but they have the costume to the T, so I was just like, holy shit, they
Mm,
went that far. But yeah, I was just like, I was unimpressed. I want to see if they do some like camera work with in
all
front
right.
of like if he's in another movie. And then the second end credit scene is Thor and Gore's daughter. Um, and I guess that's why they call it Love and Thunder because of those two. But no,
Mm-hmm.
the other end credit scene was Jane Foster in Valhalla. Valhalla. So she goes to heaven with
Oh, those. Okay.
what's his name? Idris Elba, the
Yeah.
the guy with the eyes. But yeah, she goes to Valhalla with him. It's like their heaven or whatever. So I was like, okay. I thought it was gonna be more to that, but I guess not. They're probably
Nah,
gonna
I know
bring
it
her back
wasn't.
again.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they bring her back. But
No.
they definitely freaking. They'll probably find another way to bring a female Thor. That's probably why they did the little girl.
I don't know what the hell they're doing with her because that's his Chris Hemsworth's daughter in real life, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's his daughter in real life. But I'm just like, she's no one in the comic books. But again, another superpower. You got the power of eternity in you. Like you have laser vision and the power of Thor too. Like I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? What is
She's
Disney doing?
unstoppable.
Like everyone's
Nah.
gonna be just all cosmic beings. Like how are
Outside
they
of
gonna
that,
make
they
a
just
Fantastic Four movie now? A guy that stretches.
yeah,
Like
they
it
just
doesn't make
building
any
up.
sense.
They building. Like just we're gonna forget all about these characters. Besides like Hercules, because I would like to see him in like at least the next Thor movie or something.
Yeah,
But like the little girl, they'll just get rid of her. Like we'll forget about her.
I
They'll
hope
make
so.
some. They write her off. They'll write her off somehow. Like
Yeah,
oh, she
maybe.
grew up and changed.
But
Because
then
that's
everyone is gonna be online like, what happened to her? Why wasn't she in the movie? And then Disney has to wait 10 years later to make a movie to be like, this is what happened to her.
yeah. Listen, she's gonna get a spin-off TV show. Okay,
Yeah,
like, just
exactly.
take it. Shit.
God Lord, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Uh, so what else did you want to? Do you want to talk about
I'm
Obi
trying.
Wan or Stranger Things?
We can talk about Obi Wan. Right?
Okay.
Because what we got up to with Obi Wan.
Uh, we got up to episodes 3 and 4, and I think there was only 5, right? So we just didn't talk about the
Yeah,
last episode.
the last
So
episode.
if anybody's seen it, I liked it. I thought it was good. I think I'll have my critiques on it too in a second. But basically, I'm trying to remember the last episode, what actually happens. But basically,
Last,
Obi Wan and Vader fight again, which is
yeah, that's
pretty
pretty much
good. A badass fight. That was basically the
yeah.
only good thing about it.
Hmm.
Um, but in that fight scene where the helmet cracks
Yeah.
and you see half of his face, I don't know why they redid that, but that happened when he was fighting Ahsoka in Rebels. So it was like the same exact thing where the helmet cracked like that, and then she was like, Anakin, trying to talk to him. So I
That
was
was
like,
his
why are you
closure
recreating
moment.
that? But still
Because
look cool.
Obi Wan needed his closure moment. He's not looking at Anakin anymore. Now he's looking at Vader. Okay.
Yeah, I like how you said it. It was just like, you didn't kill him, I did. Like, okay.
Damn right he did. That was some savage shit.
And they
Killed
missed
himself.
another opportunity. They always do that. When he was throwing all the rocks on top of Obi-Wan, he should have said,
Mm.
I got the high ground now. And then
He
he just
just
threw
wanted to
all
say
the
that.
rocks.
He just wanted
Like,
to get back for the high ground.
yeah.
Like,
Like, what? But no, I thought
it's messed
the
up.
episode was all right. Well,
Mm.
I just liked it for the Vader. I think throughout the whole season, the sixth sister, you didn't need her. I thought that storyline was stupid. I'd rather see more Obi
Okay.
Wan. I'd rather see, and they left that big plot hole open. How the hell does Leia not remember him in the
Because she
original
gets
movie?
force voodoo. Like,
Yeah, but he didn't do it. He was just like, just don't tell
not yet.
nobody, like a pedophile.
Well, technically, you could get away with it because in the first one, she kind of knows who he is in a way, like because she sends for Obi Wan Kenobi to help her. So she doesn't know of Obi Wan Kenobi technically. She just don't know he's maybe a super Jedi. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
But she
know.
does know who Obi Wan is. She knows that nigga. Like,
I don't think so. I gotta
nigga, she
rewatch.
says it in the movie. She literally is like, "Yo, come help me, my G," and he's like, "I
Do
got
you
you."
remember? That was a little baby. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
he goes and he helps her, and then that's how everything all starts.
I gotta rewatch it. Gotta rewatch that beginning of the fucking first movie. Nah, but
Son,
no, I
because
like. I
that's why
definitely liked it.
it's better. You're better off saying like Luke. how did Luke not remember him? Like, what did he say to Luke besides "hello there"? Because that could become a whole nother question.
Or
Yeah.
Luke called him Uncle Ben. He just didn't know he
He
was a
called
Jedi.
him no, he didn't call him Uncle Ben. He called him old Ben Kenobi. He just thought he was a crazy old man.
No.
Yes.
Then where did Uncle Ben come from?
That's later on. That's like he's not. He's Uncle Ben is
He
his
doesn't say
light.
Uncle Ben when he dies.
He doesn't call him Uncle Ben when he dies. He's not Uncle Ben. He's just not. He's old Ben. Yo, you already gotta go watch these movies again because you just
I know.
off. Like
No, I know they called him Old Ben Kenobi, but I thought he said Uncle Ben, like, because
nah,
he
he never
grew up
called
with
him
him.
Uncle. Nah. Maybe unless he called him that later on, and I don't remember that. But he definitely in the beginning of the movie when he's like thinking about like, oh, maybe Ben is the Ben Kenobi guy. He didn't say Uncle. He wasn't referencing him
I
as
gotta
anybody
rewatch
like
it.
that.
I know I'm
Yeah.
losing it. I think it's my old.
Mhm.
I'm getting old. I gotta rewatch everything. So what do you think about the episode?
Nah, I enjoyed all of it. I thought it was cool, the little fight shit. I liked, like, I'm trying to remember what the hell else happened. The fight scene obviously was dope.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just like, it was a nice little tie up, but I felt like there was something else that happened. That's why I wanted a season 2, and I can't remember now. But it was like, something did happen that I was like, oh, they gotta be a season 2, because it's like, it makes no sense for it not to be. I
I'm
can't
trying to
remember now.
think. Was it the Inquisitors that are still alive? Sister
It
Sick? The
It could be that. It could have just been that they could just do like a season 2, like because like where the hell all of them Inquisitors go randomly, like at a point, like they
Yeah.
go into a New Hope and there was no Inquisitors. It was just this nigga Vader just running the world, like,
Yeah.
like he just got rid of all of them out of nowhere.
Yeah, you gotta watch Rebels for that. I gotta rewatch the whole seasons.
Yeah,
Because I think they explain what happens to the Inquisitors. But yeah, I don't
but
know. I just didn't like the Sixth Sister, and not because of all the internet bull crap that went on with her, because I really don't know
okay,
what really happened. But
yeah, I
I
don't
was
know
just
either.
like her storyline. There was nothing there because she became Anakin in a sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where she was trying to get closer to get to Anakin or Vader, and she ends up really being a bad person and then trying to go after Luke, and she was about to kill him, but she felt bad because he fell. Like, oh,
Yeah,
like, oh, I remember when I was about to die. So I was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
pretty
what the
much.
hell was all that crap about? Like, that makes no sense. It was just too quick to do like a turnaround, and her story just sucked. Her portion of it.
But they squeezing everything into fucking 5 episodes
Yeah, and I don't know why they did that either.
because
Because I
they didn't
hope
think it was gonna probably get as many as views as it did.
I don't know. I don't know why they would think that because Mandalorian was, I think, the best so far, and Boba Fett, I guess, was down a little bit. But everyone was talking about Obi Wan.
Yeah, but
Endor's
Obi
no one's
Wan,
really talking about.
and that one's supposed to be the best one that's coming off.
By Endor.
That one's supposed to have like great story connected to so many things in the Star Wars shit. Yeah, from what I
Is it?
read,
Is it like a anthology where it's supposed to be just like random stories here and there, or is this like
it's some
specific
shit
people?
like that. I forgot. Like they said, like a time, like the timeline was like weird because that's basically what I was trying to read, like
Yeah.
where it like begins and like where it's supposed to be, but. It's at a certain point that I guess like it just helps tie in a lot of I guess like the rebel shit and like all the little things that obviously don't go with Jedi.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Jedi's my favorite part.
Mhm.
No, but
So
that's cool though. Well, I'm still gonna give it a shot. I'm still giving this damn Miss Marvel a shot.
nah, I would definitely watch that because I feel like that's gonna be cooler because I could get into the whole shooting people with guns and Star Wars and shit like that, and then doing the flying fights and shit. I
Yeah, I
like
hope
all of
they
that.
have a lot of those. Yeah,
Yeah, that's that. Like I'm into all of that shit.
shit. Yeah, that'll be something good to look into.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hope they do a season 2 of Obi Wan though.
they will. They're gonna bring in fucking Darth Maul.
I hope so.
and then that's how they're gonna end it. They're gonna have him be like, you thought Ahsoka beat me in Clone Wars, and then he's gonna pop up and fight him.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna get like, I died again, son of a bitch. Like, this guy has the worst record ever.
No, but he's one of the coolest looking guys
Yeah.
ever.
Just,
But nah, he's still one of my favorites. I just hope that if they do him versus Obi Wan is better than the Rebels, because really in Rebels it was like 2 slashes and Obi Wan won. I was like, oh, that's corny. I was like, that's so corny.
Yeah, I'm not sure. See what happens. But it's gonna be interesting. Like, they're gonna milk it once they know they can. Like, they're running out of Star Wars content besides Mandalorian now. So, and then the other show.
Yeah.
Oh no, they gotta do Ahsoka. My fault. I forgot.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that too.
Yeah. So yeah, nah, he'll be fine. He'll be back. They'll figure out some shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess.
That's for sure. I wonder who's gonna be her main villain. Unless it's Vader again, like she's just going after Vader.
They're gonna bring back Ventress. She's gonna come back to life.
Oh, that'd be so cool to see her live action. I really like that character for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, Ventress.
Let's see. Gotta see. Got a long way to go.
Yeah.
By the time that show comes out, Stranger Things season 5 will finally be out, honestly, because that's going to be about another year or two.
Yeah, I think so. Another year or two.
Yeah, it's not. It's at like a year, almost 2 years. They're going to be fucking grown adults in the next season.
That was a good segue, by the way. I noticed that.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So the last 2 episodes came out for season 4 of Stranger Things. I don't know why they separated it. They should have done it all at once, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot, son. I would have my brain would have blown up if I would have watched all of that in one day. That was a lot to take in.
that was, I don't know. I think this is better than last season.
No, it was the best one since the first season, probably.
Yeah, I think I agree with that because holy crap, man. Like, these last 2 episodes.
Sorry, man. I woke up literally at 3:00 exactly to watch the first episode. And I was like, yo, the sun is coming up. And then next thing you know, I'm watching the second one. And I was like, the sun is officially up. I'm watching this shit. I was like, this is funny
because I came home. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch it. Right. And then my parents, like, my dad's mad loud. And I was just like, oh, man, I can't watch it like this. I was just like, I'll watch it in my room later. But man, I really fucking liked it, man.
It was great. Like, I like the mini. Like, it really did feel like it. Well, honestly, the first part felt like the beginning of the movie. It was like literally a 3.5 hour movie because I tried to go back to the second half, like the last half part, and I was like, the way it starts, it doesn't start as good as the first part does because like it builds up a nice thing, like how it kind of gives you that good teaser, like, all right, we kind of told you we stopped here, and now look at how it starts up, and it just felt smooth. Like if you watch it back to back, it's like just a long ass movie that's fire.
Now, in that, there was a couple things I was surprised. Like, I was surprised that they did the redhead that dirty.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was like, at first I was like, oh man, they're gonna kill her off. And then when she was still alive, I was like, oh no, you should have killed her off. She's blind. Her arms and legs are broken.
Listen, once they broke the arms and legs, I was like, yo, you have to die. There's no coming back from that. Like, what's the point? You're in the 1980s. There is no freaking medicine possible to make you in a wheelchair.
I was just like, what the fuck? I was just like, you should have killed her off, man. Yeah. That's the worst thing you could have done is keep her alive.
She's gonna have some like super connection now too.
Yeah,
she's gonna be like the blind seer,
like a Daredevil, and Will's like the new Spider-Man with a spider sense.
Yeah, man, they all got powers now.
That would be awesome.
Well, it's gonna be awesome because they're gonna need it. Because honestly, Will's gonna be the person they have to kill. Yeah, I'm calling it right now. Will's the villain.
Yeah, Will's the.
He's the other half of Vector that is basically the reason why all this shit's happening.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
Yeah, honestly, like once I like the end of the episode was happening and they were doing all, and he was like admitted it finally when he got to the town how he felt. I was like, oh yeah, you're the trouble for all this. I was like, nigga, since episode 1 you started this shit. You got kidnapped by some shit. Like think about it. Nigga, in episode 1 he got kidnapped by a Demogorgon or Vecna because it like he didn't get eaten, he didn't get killed. He just ended up in the upside down, and everything was fine. Like we had to really not start wrapping everything in. Like he has to be something more. Like for him not to have been killed. Like look at everybody else that ended up there. They never came back. They all died. Like they mostly all died basically.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely something there. Like Will is a key to something.
He's like a gatekeeper or a key master.
Yeah, he's the key master. Are you the key master? Like it's not like I want Will to die, but I don't know. It's his bow haircut pisses me off.
No, well, that did piss me off. Yeah. I felt like he should get his fucking due because I was just like, since like season 1, they kill you, and you're in the upside down the whole season. Season 2, you get possessed. Season 3, something bad happens to you, and then season 4,
he was just a loser in season 3.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, you're hinting at him being gay, but I was just like, whatever. But I was thinking, if you're a good writer. You should make him not be gay, but be in love with Elle, and that's why he was crying to Will. Like you're good for her. She's the one for you, or some shit like that. Like you guys love each other, and that's when he started crying because he's really in love with Elle. See, that would be a good switch up.
That'd be a good twist. But he wants to take Elle and then run the upside down, and they're gonna be king and queen.
Yes. That's the way to go.
Like because season 5 is the last season, so you have to just like you gotta throw it all out there. Anything can happen. Yeah,
they'd be like, yes, and that was his plot the whole time because Vecna never stopped taking control of him with his bull haircut. It was like I gotta make him look as stupid and weak as possible, so no one thinks that he's he's part of me.
There's no belief that guy can do anything.
That would be so
man, but not like freaking. What else was also in it? Like I like the Russian shit. Like yo, you peeped. I'm pretty sure by now you peeped the Hulk Hogan shit. That they were wearing the Hulk Hogan shirt when they were fighting in Russia.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
When they put on the clothes when they go back to the prison. It's when they go back to the prison to fight the Demogorgon and shit.
Okay.
Hopper and what's her name? They put on Hulk Hogan shirts like 1980s world champ Hulk Hogan. Yeah,
that's
mad funny. Yeah, fucking who was it? I think was it Rick? I think Ric Flair tweeted something about it, like trying to be like, oh, they got the wrong person. I was like, nah, nigga. It was Hogan in the 80s, especially against Russia and America. Like, come on, man. Like, fuck out of here.
Oh shit, I didn't notice that. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, they had a lot of good little Easter eggs. It's like hard. Like I've seen some online, and then I've seen some when I was watching it.
All right, what's the guy that died with the guitar?
Oh, Eddie was
Eddie. Yeah, he went out like a badass, yo.
He got me mad though, because like the whole time I'm like, yo, my God, just go back. I was like, you don't even gotta do this, my G. Like you ain't gotta do this. Like why you got? And then I was like, all right. But at the same time, after watching everything and thinking about it, I was like, nah. In my head, I was like, I probably would have did the same. Like you can't go back. There's no proof that you. Yeah, it's like fuck it. I'd rather stay here and like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fight dying. Like, know what I mean? Like.
And there's the Master of Puppets from Metallica music.
That scene was awesome. I'm not gonna. I don't know that song, but that scene was fucking fire.
Oh my god, Metallica is like, fucking perfect. That was perfect for it.
Like I was like, damn, that shit was cool. Like a dude playing the guitar. Like I appreciate good music, shit like that. So that shit was just fire. Like
I want to rewatch that whole scene. Now. I just want to rewatch that scene.
It's such a great scene. Between that and then even the way they I swear to God, they made this song one. I don't know if I said this already to you before. I downloaded this song. This song is trash. That song that Max listens to Keep Her Alive is not good. It is not a good song. But they somehow made that song sound freaking amazing throughout the show. I have no idea.
I haven't listened to that song that she listens to.
It's really not a good song. It's very depressing and just slow. It's very sad 80s.
I guess that was part of her character. Is
Yeah, yeah,
like
it
she's all
was. It
depressed and
was.
morbid.
But like they like mixed it when they were doing like the end when like they're killing and they at the end of everything, basically when they're fighting in the upside down. But they made it sound cool, like the way they did everything. I was like, that's just like production fucking magic right
Oh,
there.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
What else did they remake? They remade another song, but like a slow
oh,
motion.
and at the end of the first part of this on the
I
second
think
half,
so.
they
Yeah,
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 I forgot
yeah.
the name of the song. But I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what song it
That
was.
one sounded good too. They made it a
Hmm.
little morbid and all
Oh
that.
no, the Here We Stand, the
Oh
Journey joint.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Journey.
because that shit got me
My
hyped,
favorite.
nigga, for the second half. I'm over here smoking like, oh yes, something about to be an upside down. Like you know me and my journey, son. I don't fuss with journey. Like that's why I was like, I had to think about it. I was like, why did like I felt it? So as soon as I boom, that's why it popped right back in my head.
I love '80s things. They're so
Yeah,
awesome.
it
Yeah,
was like,
this
God,
one soundtrack is fucking amazing. Oh man,
yes.
no, it was so
But
good though. I think it ended
every
good. The
yeah,
only thing I have to critique about the shows, but I think it's a
mhm.
running joke now, is just the fact that like the fucking gates of hell opened up and everyone's like, "It's an earthquake." Like nothing. Like what? Like, do you see the fire and brimstone that's coming out of your fucking town?
Yo, never experienced an earthquake. Like I would love to meet someone who has, like, to really know what they've gone through. But
Yeah.
it's like, yo, if I ever see, I'm be like, nigga, that's hell. That's not no lava, nigga. That's
Oh
hell. That's
shit.
fire. There's probably cane down there.
Yeah. Right. Holy shit, man.
But yeah, nah, like that's why I like the way, like, cause it had me wondering, like, the way it ended, basically. Like, was that a border? Like, is there the regular land now, and then you could walk now to the upside down, like it's not like kind of like Westfield, like in um
Yeah, I'm
WandaVision.
trying to
You know what I
think. I
mean?
see what you mean, but it didn't seem like it. Because you think I had to think of season two when some of the upside down was coming out and it was just like killing the
Mhm.
crops. So I think it's more like
All right.
that, where it's just killing the crops and shit like that. I don't think it's,
All right.
but
Mm.
that'd be kind of
Is it
interesting, like
like
to jump in a hole.
yeah, but I feel like because a part of the thing that they're gonna do is they're going to that the next season's going to definitely have an episode or two of just a shitload of monsters running through Hawkins. Because they
Yeah,
already teased like, oh, there's mad different creatures, blah blah blah, which is still interesting as hell that this nigga went into a whole. He went to basically purgatory, you could say.
yeah,
Seen some ghost god, basically Galactus from the Fox movies that he bought. They bought him back and made him relevant, and he turned it into like all of the shit. Like it's cool. Like I like the story, like his origin, like what made him do what he's doing and shit.
yeah,
But freaking, I still want to know. Like I want to know the Demogorgon, like because you've seen one walking, and then next thing you know, he made dogs, bats, and that's just because he's able to control everything in there that he could do that.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
yeah, because it seemed that way. Because he once he went in, there was already a Demogorgon, so it wasn't like he was making them.
yeah,
I guess they were there, so whatever is there, he could probably control somehow. But
basically.
I don't know, it'd be cool. But I do want to see what happens with him and Will. I think that Will is definitely gonna die. I think it's his sacrifice that's
Mm,
going to close the portal somehow,
all right.
or like you say, maybe he's just a part of Vecna, and they have to kill him and close the portal because that's
Mm.
his last link. Sort of like Harry Potter and Voldemort, where he has his little things keeping him alive. So that was his last little.
So it was all Harry Potter's fault. I never
Well,
watched that movie. All I wanted
what's it
Harry Potter
called?
to do was die. I never cared for anything else. Like,
Voldemort put a little piece of himself. I think they called it Horcruxes, and
mm,
like he could put it into objects. A little piece of himself, so he can't really like die because no one knows where these items are. But I think he put a little bit of himself in Harry Potter. So Harry Potter, if Harry Potter kills him, he's also killing himself, kind of thing. So it was like a weird thing, and there was a work around that, I guess.
So happy I didn't watch that damn movie.
The 7 movie epic is an awesome movie.
The worst fucking movies
I
ever.
think the first 2 were very childish. Then
Mm.
3 to 7 is really good.
Fucking kids riding around on broomsticks and shit.
That was the first 2. Little tiny kids. And they're full grown ass adults by the end of the movie.
Oh
It's
man,
fucking crazy.
damn Harry Potter. I'm trying. What else happened? Anything else happening there that I'm trying to think? Point it out.
Well, the redhead breaks her shit. I hope Dustin, because I know that Will's saying to his friend, why can't I remember names? The guy that's in love with Elle.
All right.
What's his name? It's not
Who,
Will.
Mike?
Mike,
Oh.
yeah. But he was saying to Mike, and he drew that picture up, like, you're the leader, you're the heart. I'm hoping that he's just messing with him, and Dustin's the heart and the leader. Because if you think about it, he's the only one, and he says it in this season a couple times. I'm right.
He figures out
always
everything.
right.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
He
always
figures out
right.
everything.
The guy gave him the reins, like, yo, never change. And, fight and all that stuff. So I'm just like, I hope Dustin takes the reins and has to do what he has to do to Will or whatever.
Yeah.
Back
Nah,
then.
Dustin's the smartest one out of all of them. He gonna do it. He gonna do work. Gonna be like, bang, bang, double shotgun.
Always have the X-Men references, like Hellfire Club and all that. I'm just like,
yeah.
X-Men fans, direct the movies.
Well, they're directing, honestly, give them their props. Apparently, from what I've read yesterday, they're gonna do Netflix's new version of Death Note. So I was like, all right, now I'll be more interested now knowing that they're touching it. Like they're gonna make it.
Let's just hope they do it right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like, I have hope in them. Like if you tell them like, yo, you don't have to rush it and you can spread it out and tell the story the right way, then cool, I'm down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much my gist of it. I think Stranger Things was fire.
Yeah.
It was worth the wait. Like, I know people try to clown at the fact that they're older than being younger, but it's like, hey, half of us watched Saved by the Bell and didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, the shit that people complain about now because they have the ability to, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
But
everyone complains about everything. That's why I really don't listen to what do you call it? Rotten Tomatoes said this, or the critics are saying that, and I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Half the time they're wrong.
Yeah. So, I enjoyed that hell out of it. Like, I definitely might rewatch it whenever I get a chance, like the season, like in parts.
Yeah.
Just to like enjoy it again, like, because it was fucking fun. Honestly.
You want to hear something cool? The other day, because I'm on this X-Men group on Facebook, so I was watching. I was rewatching one of the episodes. It was the One Man's Worth. Okay. So that's basically, they had to go back in time and save Professor X. So in the beginning of the first episode, I'm trying to look at all the characters that they have, because they have some from Age of Apocalypse. They have some that like mimic that was just like there. And it was just cool to see, like, I'm trying to stop it and look at all the characters. And then there was one that I didn't recognize. So I took a picture of it and I put it on the group. Like, who is this? Someone told me, like, oh, it was a made-up character, blah, blah, blah. So the director of the cartoon messaged me and said, oh, I'm this guy, I'm the director. And I was, like, looking up his name and everything. I was like, this guy bullshitting me. I was like, oh, shit. I think it's the real guy. He's just like, yeah, me and this guy wrote it. It was just a character. We called him, like, I forgot what he said, like Blast Man or something. But it was just like, it was just a made up character for that, like, couple quick second scene. And blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just asking because of, it was cool character design. So I was like, it's like the guy with the metal arms in the Days of Future Past episode. He's like, yeah, it's like that. Like, we just made him up and, just for the scene. And I was just like, oh, that's awesome. And I kind of wanted to ask some more questions. Like,
can I get copyrights of him?
Give them to me. Give them both to me.
Oh, yeah. make a comic about them. Shit.
But I really wanted to ask him, like, are you directing the new X-Men cartoon that's coming out? Like, are you guys
Oh
doing
yeah, I
it?
keep forgetting that. That was it. X-Men 92. They're calling it or some shit like
97.
that. 97.
Yeah, they said it's a continuation from the show, but I'm hoping it's not a continuation from season 5. I'm like, yo,
It better not
season
be.
4, and then going back.
Yeah, they better not. I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna definitely have a clean look in the drawing and the coloring and all of that.
Yeah, which
But I don't know if they under if they saying what they're saying. Like if they actually understand what made that show popular, then they'll make sure that the writers and everybody keeps that same concept of how to tell the story. Like honestly,
yeah,
because it's like you could do 2 back-to-back stories based off one thing. Like I like true since we're talking about it. Like I've been watching Fantastic Four because I
yeah,
like Fantastic Four, and I wanted to rewatch the cartoon because I realized they had mad episodes with just characters that you don't really realize that are in the shit,
yeah.
but they were just doing it, and it's like damn, like this shit was fire. Like they had everybody. They literally had Super Scroll by episode 3. Like you
When
seen
I
Galactus of a Surfer, like.
when I did the research for that guy,
Mhm.
he directed all those shows: Iron Man,
See?
Hulk, Fantastic
Yeah, Iron
Four.
Man's another one. Yeah.
So that's why they all intertwined a little bit, if you look at it.
Mhm.
So
No, but
I don't
that's
know.
what I like them shits like that because like it's just it sucks because watching them is like damn they had so much shit in there and it was like whatever, but they said like Disney Marvel was going bankrupt at a point in time, that's why they started selling shit,
Yeah,
blah blah blah. But it was like damn son, like the potential that was there if it was actually what we had now
yep,
with then, like it would be a wrap. Like we would definitely be in a whole Marvel world. Like it's
oh
like
yeah,
if you don't respect Marvel, this, or this, then F
yeah.
you. Like,
Like if we had all the if they never sold it, and they had
yeah.
all the characters from day one, they would have done the fucking if the we would have had Fantastic Four movies, X-Men movies,
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man movies up the ass. So it would have been like 10 deep for each. And then
Pretty much.
we probably would have had our Secret Wars by now. We would have had all that shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're trying. But
Yeah.
freaking real quick story before I forget, like wrap it up if anything. So I'm telling you about my movie theater experience. I ain't got to tell you the best part.
Okay.
So as I sit there for probably 5 minutes, I'm like, damn, I gotta sit by this fat guy. Hopefully I can sit somewhere else because there's empty seats. So I get up, try to get another seat. Oh, I see people coming. Boom. It was obviously their seats because it's a small selection.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of seats. It's very small. So I go back in my seat. So I'm sitting there, minding my business, looking at my phone. Another person's walking up, minding their business. Da, 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 da. All I heard was, doof. Then I see a phone. I'm like, what the fuck? Homeboy falls up the stairs. Legit falls. Like, not fall like, oh, I caught myself. Blah! And like, I was just like, oh shit in my head. And I'm looking at his phone. And then the white guy's like, you okay? And I was like, the difference in race.
Yeah.
Because my first instinct was like, damn, son, that was so hurt. Like, I told you, all right.
Oh,
How you fall up the stairs? But that was definitely the start of my shit.
I wish you said that out loud, though. That would have been so funny. Like, how you fall stage? Like, you're right.
Hey, I was trying to watch a movie. I paid $25 to sit there and have my chair do this. Yeah. I was making sure I ain't had no angry white people. Like, he laughed at me. Like, yeah, fucking shit.
Oh
man.
my god.
But yeah, that was pretty much.
Shit. I need to have that
Yeah,
experience.
that was my day.
Oh my god. We still got to do this X-Men thing. Still got to
X-Men.
do a few things.
All
The thing I
right.
was telling you about? Yeah, to get everybody on.
Oh.
I've been slacking like
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, you gotta let me know because my schedule all over the place. But
Yeah.
I'll be here. I'll be here. Trust me. You see, I bring my laptop everywhere now.
Yeah. I'll be right back. And just see you rocking right away.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, you just be hearing shit. Like bleep all of that out.
Oh shit! All right, man. Well, we're all caught up for now until next week, hopefully.
Yep.
And we'll do this again. All
Again,
right. So peace out,
peace
people.
out.
Like, subscribe, follow, all that good old stuff.
Word.
Peace.